Abel Makkonen Tesfaye, born February 16, 1990, known professionally as The Weeknd, is a Canadian singer, songwriter, and record producer. 1. Noted for his falsetto and eccentric music style. 2-3. Tesfaye is recognized for heavily influencing contemporary R&B and inspiring multiple artists. 4-5-6-7. He began his recording career in 2010, anonymously uploading several songs to YouTube. A year later, The Weeknd released the mixtapes House of Balloons, Thursday, and Echoes of Silence, and quickly earned a following and critical recognition from several mainstream publications due to his dark style of R&B and the mystique surrounding his identity. 8. In 2012, The Weeknd signed with Republic Records, and re-released the mixtapes as part of the compilation album Trilogy, 2012. His debut studio album, Kiss Land, was released in 2013. He followed the album with Beauty Behind the Madness, 2015, which was among the best-selling albums of 2015. Containing the Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles Can't Feel My Face and The Hills, Beauty Behind the Madness won Best Urban Contemporary Album and was nominated for Album of the Year at the 2016 Grammy Awards. 9. The Weeknd's third album Starboy, 2016, was a similar commercial success and included the #1 single of the same name, while it also won Best Urban Contemporary Album at the 2018 Grammy Awards. His fourth album, After Hours, 2020, featured the #1 singles Heartless and Blinding Lights. 10. The Weeknd has won 3 Grammy Awards, 5 American Music Awards, 9 Billboard Music Awards, 2 MTV Video Music Awards, 9 Juno Awards, and has been nominated for an Academy Award. 11. He holds several chart records, being the first artist to simultaneously hold the top 3 positions on the Billboard Hot R&B Songs chart with Can't Feel My Face, Earned It, and The Hills. The Weeknd was awarded the Alan Slade Award by Canada's Walk of Fame. He is one of the most successful Canadian recording artists of all time, with more than 75 million records sold globally. 12. Abel Makkonen Tesfaye was born on February 16, 1990 in Toronto, Ontario, and was raised in Scarborough. 13-14, he is the only child of Makkonen and Samra Tesfaye, who were Ethiopian immigrants to Canada in the late 1980s. 13-15-16-17. Tesfaye was raised by his grandmother and mother after his parents split up. 18. While living with his grandmother Tesfaye learned Amharic, which he also spoke with his mother. 19. And attended Ethiopian Orthodox Church services. 17-20. When asked about his father in an interview, Tesfaye stated, "I saw him vaguely when I was 6, and then again when I was 11 or 12, and he had a new family and kids. I don't even know where he lived, I'd see him for, like, a night. I'm sure he's a great guy. I never judged him. He wasn't abusive, he wasn't an alcoholic, he wasn't an asshole. He just wasn't there." 17. Tesfaye describes his teenage years as the film Kids Without the AIDS. Tesfaye states he began smoking marijuana at age 11, and later moved on to harder drugs. Tesfaye claims he often shoplifted to supplement his use of ecstasy, oxycodone, Xanax, cocaine, psilocybin, and ketamine. 13-21. Tesfaye attended West Hill Collegiate Institute and Birchmount Park Collegiate Institute in Scarborough, from which he did not graduate, leaving altogether in 2007, 22-23, after which he also left home. Tesfaye moved to the Parkdale neighborhood of Toronto. Tesfaye has credited his stage name as being inspired by his high school dropout status, claiming after, he left one weekend and never came home, though producer Jeremy Rose claims the name was his idea. 24. The spelling was modified in order to avoid trademark problems with the Canadian band The Weeknd. 13-20. Tesfaye met Jeremy Rose in 2010, a producer who had an idea for a dark R&B musical project. After initially trying to pitch the idea to musician Curtis Santiago, Rose played one of his instrumentals for Tesfaye, who freestyle rapped over it. This led to the two collaborating on an album. Rose produced 3 songs, What You Need, Loft Music, and The Morning, and others that Tesfaye had rapped on, which were ultimately scrapped. Rose let Tesfaye keep the tracks he had produced under the condition that he would ultimately be credited for them. 24. In December 2010, Tesfaye uploaded What You Need, Loft Music in the Morning to YouTube under his stage name, 25, although his identity was initially unknown. 26-27. The songs drew some attention online, and were later included in a blog post from Drake. 24-28. The songs subsequently received coverage from various media outlets, including Pitchfork and the New York Times. Before adopting the stage name The Weeknd, he worked under the aliases of The Noise and Kin Kane. 15. Tesfaye took to his Twitter to mention that his extended play, Noise, were a bunch of songs leaked by salty producers and found after Hob dropped. He says that they were demos that he had written as a teenager to try and get recognition. The EP consists of 10 tracks, some of which influenced his debut mixtape, House of Balloons. 29. On March 21, 2011, Tesfaye self-released his debut mixtape House of Balloons. 30-31, the mixtape included production from Canadian producers Alangelo and Doc McKinney, and included the tracks produced by Rose, although he did not receive production credits. 24. House of Balloons was met with critical acclaim. 32. It was named as one of 10 shortlisted nominees for the 2011 Polaris Music Prize. 33. Tesfaye began a tour of Toronto, with his first live performance at the city's Mod Club venue. Drake was in attendance to view the performance, which ran for a total of 90 minutes. 34. Drake approached Tesfaye and described a potential musical collaboration between the pair. Tesfaye accompanied Drake at his various shows, often performing as the opening act for shows scheduled at the Molson Canadian Amphitheatre, as well as appearing at the second annual Avo Fest in July. 35. Over the summer of 2011, Tesfaye contributed to 4 songs on Drake's Take Care, both as a writer and a featured artist. 36.